and the video image of Martin and the video image of myself. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Sharon.
I wonder if
Thank you, Valerio.
everyone hear me with delay.
I'm sorry if I've pronounced your name wrong. Thank you, Michael. Okay, Martin, shall we, because we obviously will try to record this as well. I know lots of people have asked for these webinars to be recorded and available to rewatch. So what we will do is I'm going to leave so we can start with a fresh recording, and then we'll start the presentation. Is that okay, Martin?
Okay, perfect. Yes.
Okay. Hello, everyone. While we wait for Martin Maffei to join us, thank you all for joining us today. We have had some technical difficulties, but we're going to progress and start the webinar shortly. Good afternoon, Martin.
Good afternoon, Raham. How are you?
Great. Okay. Between Martin and I, we had this delay, so we'll press on. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. My name's Graham Clark, and I'm CEO of Shark Trade. With me today is Martin Maffei. He's our ambassador from South America. And today we're going to try to hold a webinar for you all that spans the continent of South America and Asia. So it's going to be challenging today, so bear with us. Thank you again for coming. Shark Trade. Shark Trade is a new proposition. It's one of the world's leading automated earnings platforms in global cryptocurrency and stock exchange markets. And today we're going to explain a little bit more about the proposition and how you can discover new opportunities that we have created with our investment and our trading programs for you all. So thank you for joining us today. Shark Trade, this is our strapline. Shark Trade assists you to be able to earn on the high volatility of the cryptocurrency markets. Again, it's been a very fascinating and interesting market this week in crypto. Wild volatility swings, pipping up and then pipping down. I know a lot of our investors and our partners and our leaders have had a fantastic couple of weeks with Shark Trade, and that's what we're about. We're about helping you to earn earnings, income from that high volatility that exists in the cryptocurrency markets. This is the team. Martin and I are with you today. We have two other representatives that are not with us today, but no doubt listening in. Dvorin Bebek, he's one of the early co-founders of Shark Trade, highly experienced in crypto markets. I think was involved in the early foundation of Shark Trade some 2 years ago. When Shark Trade started to come together, it's a division of a group called STG Limited, who've been directly involved in investment activities for a number of years. And those guys got together with a series of quants and programmers and started to build out the bots that you're going to see today, that we're going to describe today, the bots that are available, the algorithms that are represented as bots that are available in the Shark Trade program that we'll explain. Eugene Yevgeny, he's Ukrainian from origin, highly experienced again. I think he's run a couple of ICO startups himself. Very knowledgeable about crypto marketing. A lot of the programs and structures that we explain and represent with Shark Trade have been highly influenced by Eugene and his team. So very experienced lineup there. Martin and myself have both worked and been engaged in cryptocurrency markets for a number of years. I guess what traditionally some people might call both on the buy and the sell side of that proposition.
Well, as Graham already said, SharkTrade LLC is the leading automatic earning platform into the global cryptocurrency and stock exchange markets. Our company was founded in 2016 and it is a division of the group of companies called CDG Limited, which is involved directly in investment activities and attracting private investors. Our specialists have developed a unique
because we've
trading
got
strategy
this
for the
inherent
stock.
delay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the presentation today. I'm really sorry that we're not going to hear from Martin, which is what we usually do. Usually I run a screen, Martin runs a screen, but as we're having technical difficulties, I'm going to press on. So one of the key factors of the Shark Trade proposition is you can profit 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. As we say, it's the leading automated trading earnings platform in the global cryptocurrency and stock exchange markets. We were founded in 2016. As I mentioned, we're a division of CDG Limited, a group that were involved directly and indirectly with building and developing asset growth for high net worth individuals, private investors, and so on. We have, as a group, collectively developed a unique trading strategy for stock and cryptocurrency markets. And what that does, that strategy enables you to get a guaranteed profit to both for yourself and for your clients and your investors, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And that's really an important point to get across. And the way the programs and algorithms have been structured, that means that you can benefit. You will see capital appreciation. You will derive earnings even when there are bearish or unforeseen, as we say, force majeure events in the market. That means maybe the market's tracking sideways, maybe the market's tracking downwards, maybe people are shorting the market. There's a correction, whatever that is. The tools, the bots, the algorithms enable you to derive income and earnings continually, even during those events, even in those circumstances. What that means is that you get access to tools that will drive earnings, and you get access to tools that will enable you to trade cryptocurrency pairs and generate income from what we say market outsiders. And you can do that around the clock. You can do that. You can set and forget. You can set these bots in motion. You can set and forget them, or you can interact and work with them. And as we say there, and a number of times when we're doing these presentations, I have to emphasize that you get a Bitcoin as a gift, and that Bitcoin, if you come in and you invest $40,000, and I know for some of you it might sound quite a tall order, but I'm watching the growth of incoming investors and incoming leaders and partners, and we're getting some really big ticket sizes coming, and that means we're giving away a lot of Bitcoin. Invest $40,000, you're going to get a Bitcoin for free. And if you check out our social media channels, you're going to see evidence of that, and people getting Bitcoins as a reward and as a thank you for joining in and having the confidence to invest and partner with Shark Trade. So the thing about Shark Trade, I mentioned we were founded, a lot of the background program work was done a number of years ago. We're registered in the United States. Been registered for a number of years yet now. That's our registration number there, and we're registered in Estonia. As a lot of you will know, Estonia is a very crypto-friendly environment, and we've been warmly welcomed there. During between April and May, there'll be an official opening of our main office in Estonia, which lots of you leaders and partners and investors will have the opportunity, if you wish, to come and meet and see us and see our operation there. And we are looking ongoing and continuing to look at opening excuse me, other offices around the world. So watch this space. And what do you get with Sharktrade? You got 3 high yield investment offers where you can earn on Bitcoin and you can earn on other cryptocurrencies. And as we like to say, you've got unlimited earnings potential here. There's no cap on the earnings. It's just the limitations are your investment potential, how your risk appetite, what you're prepared to do. And as I say again, if you tune into some of the social media channels, you'll see some very, very big ticket investments that are coming into Sharktrade now. So it's very exciting for everyone. Cryptocurrencies, for those of you who are not familiar, or those of you who are new, or those of you who will know, it's always worth mentioning these statistics. The dynamics, the growth dynamics of cryptocurrency in the past decade. In the last decade alone, we've seen phenomenal growth in cryptocurrencies by some 125,000%, or rather 12,500%. I'm sorry, I'm running a terrible cold. I caught a late flight in and didn't get to sleep last night, so I'm a bit fuzzy. So forgive me. It probably will reach those heady heights, but for now, we've seen 12,500% growth. And as we like to say, it's not going to stop there. This is something that is going to be continuing. There are some really inherent and distinct advantages of cryptocurrencies. As I mentioned, we know, as if you do know or if you don't know, but it's widely accepted. They've rapidly grown since 2014. Increased by the market capitalization of cryptocurrencies increased by some 250 times, and there are a number of reasons for that. There, speculation, institutional investment interest and appetite, new digital asset class, but there are some core fundamental underlying reasons why cryptocurrencies are an attractive investment. Number one, you get absolute transparency. It's protected from outside influence, and it's using innovative, blockchain technology, smart contracts, and that it underlines and supports the integrity of all of those transactions that are involved in that. Number two, you get super high speed transfer speed. I know those of you familiar with conventional financial asset markets, you get the same, but we're talking about an entirely new asset class here, and that enables in the cryptocurrency markets to the transaction processing of thousands, tens of thousands of transactions per second, and accompanying that, you've got minimal fees. Unlike conventional markets, you've got high transaction costs involved in any trading on those asset classes. Mining possibilities. One of the big differences between cryptocurrency and fiat is that you've got this mining networks. You've got users, miners out there that can actually drive cryptocurrencies to market. They can launch a new currency into circulation and underpin that and support that. And of course, they're part of that whole ecosystem that drives the cryptocurrency market as well. So they're an inherent part of both the growth and the support of cryptocurrencies. Number four, it's a great and convenient storage mechanism. You haven't got to go and open a bank account. You haven't got to follow conventional rules. Everyone talks about the great unbanked in the world. Well, this is a possibility to get involved in a financial asset that appreciates, that grows, that you can trade without having a bank account. And it's one of the most amazingly convenient methods of storage and moving funds between asset types around. It really works tremendously well. Innovation and popularity. Well, you know, cryptocurrencies are growing all the time. I mean, I'm constantly asked people, and people say, you know, what are you working on, Graham? What are you doing? And I say, I'm CEO of Shark Trade and cryptocurrencies. People say, well, I've heard a bit about that, but I'm not sure about that. But, you know, it's growing in popularity. It's growing in confidence. The confidence of people investing in cryptocurrencies is exponentially, like the growth of the asset class itself is growing. And people are taking this seriously. People are taking this very, very seriously. If you look at the central banks, they're getting involved in digital fiat crypto themselves. They're all running pilots, and you know, this is already happening. This is in play. This is here now, and you as investors, as partners, can be part of that with Shark Trade. So we accept, obviously, if you're hopefully joining us, and if you're participating with us, and you're investing with us, and you want to drive that wonderful earnings capability that you can with Shark Trade, we accept Bitcoin and Ethereum, and more recently. We're also now accepting, you know, Visa and Mastercard. We work with all the principal exchanges, as you can see there. And if you want to know a little bit more about cryptocurrencies, if you're a complete novice to this, or it's completely new, or links there where you can go away and, you know, check out for yourself how this works. But the main players are there: Bitfinex, Binance, Bitfinex, Bittrex, Kraken, Polynex. You know, these are the leading exchanges, and we're working with them. So we've got a number of referral programs for partners and for investors that pay different levels of return according to the level you come in at. As I mentioned, we accept Bitcoin, Ethereum. This is a sort of summary page. We accept Bitcoin, Ethereum. We take Visa and MasterCard, and you can withdraw within 48 hours, depending on the workload of the exchanges. And you get this Bitcoin. You put $40,000 in, you know, you have the confidence to do that. You grow into that. So you might start with, you know, as we'll explain, $50 a month. You might grow that up. You reach $40,000. You're going to get a Bitcoin as a gift. Not many organizations offering that today. Marketing. I mentioned Eugene and his team earlier. They've been principally involved in driving and building out the marketing propositions for our partners around the world. And as we like to say, it's we talk about futures here. We talk about building futures. We talk about building solid foundations for you, for your family, for your partners, for your clients, for yourselves. You know, inflation erodes savings. This is all about protecting asset value, protecting savings. Excuse me. So we've prepared several different investment proposals that differ in terms of their profitability, differ in terms of their payment procedure, and differ in terms of the amount of deposit you'd have to make to participate in that. You're looking at a minimum yield of 15% a month. I'll go on to explain a bit more about that, but I don't know too many investments out there where you're looking at these kind of yields. We'll go on to explain, as I'll explain as I progress this presentation. The investment programs we've created are designed for both experienced and novice investors. I can't stress that point too much. As I mentioned earlier, you'll see you can start from as little $50 and upwards, and it's designed to be comfortable. The program's designed for your comfort and your security. They're designed to manage and meet your comprehension and your approach to risk. I guess that's a good way to describe it. And of course, we're continually working with customers. We're continually working with our leaders to get feedback to enhance and develop those programs. On the right-hand side, as we like to say, a good summary of this, the maximum return on investment you can get is 30% per month. 30% per month. Significantly higher than the return on standard bank deposit, actually significantly higher than most deposit accounts. There's an old saying in investment, high risk, high yield. Well, there is no high risk here, as we'll go on to explain. Your earnings are protected, your deposits are protected, and you're getting, these fantastic yields, starting at 15%, running all the way up to 30% per month. And how are we doing that? How are we managing to do that? Well, I mentioned we've been doing this for some time. Our programs and our algorithms are running and backtesting and working against the market in terms of seeking, as somebody might say, seeking alpha, seeking profit. And we are generating those profits on cryptocurrency markets, cryptocurrency pairs, cryptocurrency mining, and that extreme volatility that you see in the cryptocurrency markets. And as we say, by entrusting your savings to us and our company, you'll experience, you'll discover amazing opportunities, and it may sound a little cheesy, but it's a fact. A comfortable future for you and a comfortable future for your children, because that's really what this is about, I think. So we offer three different types of investment program: crypto, trader, and diplomat, that you can see there. The crypto I mentioned earlier, the entry level on crypto is from $50 a month through to 4,999. So you want to start low, pop $50 in. You're a little bit more ambitious, pop a couple of $100 in. You will see for yourself 0.5% growth per day, income per day. That equates to 15% per month, 180% per year. And you can withdraw your money anytime. I see people say, ask the same question: when can we withdraw? You can withdraw your profit, your income from any of these portfolio options during any working day during the week, anytime. Trader, that's a step up. There you're looking at $5,000 to $9,999. Here we're giving you 0.7% per day. That equates to 21% per month, 252% per year. Again, you can withdraw that money anytime you like, any time except Saturday and Sunday. Diplomat, again, that's from entry at $10,000 all the way through to $100,000. We've seen a number of guys in the Middle East, some fantastic partners, some fantastic leaders that are already breaking the ceiling on that and investing in multiples of $100,000. So that's absolutely fantastic. Thank you. At the diplomat level, you're going to see 1% per day. You're going to see 30% per month, which equates to an astonishing and a staggering 365% per year. That's really quite something, isn't it? Again, you can withdraw every day except Saturday and Sunday. Three different types of products, tailored from the small, cautious investor that wants to maybe dip a toe in the water and test how this works, $50 per month upwards. $50 per month upwards, all the way through to some of the more experienced investors and traders, $10,000 through to $100,000. Staggering 365% per year on that. This is a very good profit calculation example for those of you that might be thinking about what I've just been saying on the last slide as a summary. So with Crypto Robot, you've got an entry level is $50. You can invest all the way through to 4,999. That equates to 0.5 a day, 15% per month, 180% per year. Trader Robot, entry level there is from $5,000 through to 9,999. Here you'll get 0.7 a day, 21% per month, 252% per year. That's 252% per year. Diplomat Robot, here it's running from $10,000 all the way through to $100,000 upwards. Again, you can withdraw any time except weekends, your income off that, and that's going to give you 1% a day, 30% per month, 365% per year. The thing about crypto bots is they never get tired. They never get fed up. They never get moody. They never have those biases that we might have ourselves. They never get colds like I seem to have and seem unable to shift. They work 24/7, 365 days a year. And they're working for you to leverage your asset, to build your earnings income, to build your asset growth and your future. And in a way, what they are is they're like a person. They act like a personal assistant, like a personal portfolio manager, and they're working for you in the field of earning this volatility, this extreme swinging between price movements on cryptocurrencies and cryptocurrency markets. And what are they? Well, they're a set of algorithms, a set of rules. People say, what are algorithms? There are rules, A plus B plus C plus D minus, etc., and much more complicated, obviously. But there are a set of rules and reactions to particular market, trigger points on prices, trigger points on perhaps events, trigger points on volatility, etc., etc. I won't go into that too much, but what it does, it enables you to buy and sell a cryptocurrency on an exchange. It works out automatically, and those bots are connecting back through into your individual Shark-Trade accounts. And they're in turn connected back out the other way. So you've got end-to-end connectivity between yourself, the crypto bots, and the exchanges. And we mentioned, the exchanges that we're connected to there. And this is really what we like to say is the most versatile and powerful product on the market from Shark-Trade, because it means you don't have to trade on your own. You can set and forget. You can sit back and let the bots do the work for you, and you've got a choice of different product types depending on your investment appetite. $50 upwards to $100,000 and so on. So take a look. Another strap line, but it's a very true point. Shark-Trade for investors is simply a great way to multiply your assets. Quite simple. Multiply your assets. So we mentioned we created these different proposals that enable you to. This is a little bit of a summary page. It's using very innovative trading methods. The algorithms sit behind. I've worked with guys for a number of years in hedge funds that are building algorithms out. They don't always get it right. They don't always, they become more and more sophisticated. They fall over. You get a force majeure event. You get a dip. You get a black hole, a Black Friday, a orange Tuesday, whatever the color, and they collapse. That's not the case there. We've seen extreme volatility in the cryptocurrency markets, and obviously, Shark-Trade has been testing and working with its bots and its algorithms in those extreme circumstances, which have been really pretty much compressed into about the last 2 to 3 years. So that enables you to make money every day out of that volatility. And as we say, you can be 100% sure because you're guaranteed to get back all your savings and your interest payments, even in the case of a force majeure, even in the case of one of those black holes that open up and swallow most conventional, so-called smart algorithm based companies. You don't get that here with Shark-Trade because we have this insurance policy that will underwrite and guarantee your deposits. So let me just summarize on the right-hand side there. It offers its customers, we offer our customers the best opportunities for passive earnings. And I say passive because I said you can sit back and let the bots do the work on a mutually beneficial basis, which means that you can make profit out of the cryptocurrency markets. You get accrual of interest on payments within 24 hours of you opening and putting a deposit in to do this. You've got round-the-clock customer support from our guys. Those of you who know us, you'll see through the social media channels, we're always there. We're answering your questions. We're providing support. Sure, sometimes, some of the technology in terms of the website, other things, need some attention sometimes. This happens. The back end, the bots, the algorithms, rest assured, they've been tested, to breaking point really 2 years prior to the launch, and of course running live now. So that's well supported, well evidenced, technically, functionally operating at an optimum level, and the results are speaking for themselves. So you'll get as an individual with those little niggly things that might happen. You'll get round the clock support on all issues. And of course, we like to say you've got the possibility of unlimited earnings potential with Shark Trade. So we like to say 4 steps separate you from great success. To start your journey, there are simply, number 1, you sign up. Registration form on the website, really easy to complete. You choose, excuse me, number 2, you choose a tariff program. Choose the appropriate program that works for you. $50, $100,000, you choose. You make your deposit, and then within 24 hours of making that deposit, you'll start to see those earnings coming through. You'll start to see profit, which, as I've said, I mentioned earlier, you can withdraw that anytime, 5 days a week. Excuse me, Monday through to Friday, except weekends. So, what are one of those things that help mitigate risk? What are one of those things that support and underpin you investing with Shark Trade? Well, it's our insurance fund. All deposits are guaranteed with our insurance fund, $5 million at the moment and growing. It's formed from the working capital of the company. So in the case that we get a major event, a major catastrophe, one of those black hole events that we haven't allowed for, but as I mentioned, the bots have been tested in extreme volatility in the last 3 plus years. But we've got this fund here to protect you and your investors and your partners. And again, let's just summarize these points because I keep rolling them out, but it's worth summarizing at each step of the way. You've got profitable investment offers. So the interest rates in our proposals are much higher than anything else that's out there. If you line this up, okay, yes, it's talking about trading, it's talking about bots, but in effect, it's like a savings program because you're getting guaranteed returns. Keep mentioning those points earlier. We Shark Trade, you see it on our website, you see it in our material. We tell you what you're going to get back, and you will see that. You put your $50 in, you'll see that return coming through. We've got some really great, exciting trade analytics. The team is made up, you saw the four of us that I described at the beginning, all experienced in cryptocurrency, financial markets, business, etc., etc. But behind the scenes, we've got these quants, we've got these algos, we've got these analytics guys that are experienced stock analysts, experienced crypto analysts, and they've worked collectively with developers to build some of the smartest and simplest, because that's the beauty of this, smart and simple, intuitive interfaces for you to work with. Reliable data protection. We use some of the most modern methods and layers of encryption to do that. We value security. It's an integral part of what we do. We value the security of your data. We value the security of your connectivity. We value the security of your transactions with us. We value the security of your money. We value A to Z. We value security and protection of you, our clients, and our investors and our partners. And so that's all. That's there. It's alongside one of our beliefs, one of our mandates, one of our axioms, one of our propositions to you. That security is foremost and utmost in our mind when we're building products and we're offering services to you guys. The working capital of our company only ever consists of 45% of its own assets. That's it. That's the bottom line. We're not highly leveraging everything. We're here for the long term, not the short term. I can't stress that too much. This is about building for the future for everyone. And of course, we offer credit card support. A recent addition the last few weeks, but an important part, and again, very much in response to the requests we had from some of our early investors and partners. And here we are, partners. We've developed some exceptionally generous bonus and affiliate programs for our partners, which, by the way, we value very, very much. In fact, one of the reasons I'm here in China is to meet some of our partners over the coming days. So this is This is a, I don't know, Martin, if you're still with us. I think you're handling the chat, so that's great. I'll press on. I can see you're there, Martin. I'm rather hoarse today, but never mind. Press on. So let's look at CryptoBot and how does that work? Again, summaries. $50 through to $4,999, 0.5% per day, 15% a month, 180% per year. Any day withdrawals except Saturday and Sunday. Looking at those columns, you've got 4 columns there. You can see $50, 50 cents a day, sorry, 50% per day equates to 0.25 of a dollar per day. So let's stop that, go back through it again. $50, you're going to see $0.25 per day, you're going to see $7.5 per month, $91 per year. So $51 you're going to turn into $91 of income over a 12-month period. Run that all the way down to the
Yes,
very
I'm here.
last line, 4,999. You've all got eyes the same way as I have, but reading across that's giving you $25 a day, $750 a month, $9,123 per year. That's a staggering 180% growth on your money. Not bad. Trader Robot, same principle as before. You've got $5,000, that's going to give you $35 a day, $1,050 per month, $12,775. Run that all the way through to the last line, $9,999, $70 a month, $2,100, $25,547 income per year. Let me just say that again. For a $10,000 investment, you're going to see a $25,547 income return over 12 months. Speaks for itself, I think. Excuse me. And Diplomat. $10,000 all the way through to $100,000. $100,000 is going to give you $365,000 income per year. And think about that. If you put in $100,000 of investment today, immediately you're going to see $1,000 of income. Once that deposit's been cleared, you're going to see $1,000 per day income. As a $100,000 investment, you're also going to get a free Bitcoin, obviously. If you'd only put 40,000 in, you get the same. You're going to see $30,000 per month for your $100,000 investment. A staggeringly amazing, astronomical $365,000 per year. Don't believe it? Try the $50, try the $100, try the $500. See for yourself. But people are doing this, investors, leaders, groups are doing this now. Go see for yourself on our social media channels. See for yourself what they're doing. They're putting up screenshots of their trading programs, their returns. You can see for yourself. Not us doing it, it's our partners and clients. So, you can see on here we talk about the different levels of what we call leaders and partners. I guess that's a good way to describe it. So this might be where you have a group, you have a group of individuals, you have contacts, you actually want to become, for want of a better word, a partner of Sharktrade. As a partner of Sharktrade, bringing your own clients in, taking advantage of the generous bonus and reward scheme that we offer for you as a partner, as a leader, leading your own team, growing your own business unit out on Sharktrade. So you can be an investor or you can be a leader and a partner. So how does that work? Well, if we start down the bottom, as you come in and you, as a partner, you put in, a $5,000 investment. In terms of the career ladder, you're going to get a $500 bonus on that. We also expect on that, so you might bring $5,000 in from your fellow investors, from your client base, we expect you to make your own personal contribution of $500 as well. But with that, you'll get a $500 bonus. You run that all the way through to the VIP level, because again, I'm not going to run through every one of these, but look at the top layer where if you were to bring in $150 million, you're going to get a $5 million bonus. And you've only got to make out of that $150 million pooled fund, you've only got to make a personal contribution of $1 million. It's staggering, the opportunity that's here. And it's literally a case in terms of you being a leader, building your business out. And we as a company and we as a team, again, that's why I'm here in Shanghai, I'm here to support our Chinese partners and our leaders and the operations here, and some exciting things that are going on there with regard to new offices, etc. Build. If you believe, you can see with your own eyes as an investor. You can test the models, you can see the models, become a convert, and then start to build your own business, build your own financial independence, as we like to say. And the rewards for doing that are, not only the rewards of being an investor, but for being a partner. We're recycling back aspects and parts of our profitability, because obviously we're a business, but parts of our profitability back to our partners, back to our leaders to benefit from that as well. So this is a working example of the different tiered levels that you can achieve a leader as a partner of Sharktrade. And at each different level, as you bring in more referrals, as you bring in more investors, we expect you to make a personal investment as well. You're making money. We expect you to, be part of the program as well, part of the opportunity growth. So, as you can see, as you go through the different levels, all the way through to the 8th level, from the 8th level through to the 1, the 1 through to the 8, we expect you to put a certain amount in of the overall turnover to be rewarded with the benefits I mentioned before. So if you're a partner and you've got a turnover of 12,000, so between your coterie of investors and people that you've brought in, that gives you a level 2 referral, and we'll expect you to make a personal investment of $1,000 in towards that, to then in turn receive a credit of 30%. So you get a 30% credit of the overall turnover, which is equivalent to $300. So that means when you get to 12,300, if you want to go up a level, and every time you go up a level through one of these, it increases the amount of reward, it increases the amount of bonus that you get back. You have to make additional contributions, and that explains, the bottom you can see there, that explains how that works. By the way, once we finish this webinar, I know the webinars are being put up onto YouTube. I know a number of people in the past have asked for copies of this presentation, and I know they're being translated into other languages. So check back through the social media channels, and no doubt the team and the guys there will be able to help you and sort you out on anything you want on that. So we mentioned earlier, you can trade most of the, because we're looking at volatility between cryptocurrency pairs, you can trade the top cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and those of you who are familiar with your codes, you've got Ethereum, EOS, Tron, etc., Neo, Litecoin, all the major coins are there to trade, cryptocurrency pairs. And of course, this is fluid, this is transitory. As more coins cut it and make the grade, we'll be adding those all of the time. So I just want to circle back and just remind you that we fully understand and recognize, because that's how we approach building our algorithms to manage and trade the volatility. We fully recognize and understand risk and risk mitigation. And that's why, just to say again, you can be 100% sure that you will get your savings and interest payments even in major catastrophic events and disasters because of the insurance fund we've taken out. This is a separate thing. It's ring fenced, and it means that you can check it out on YouTube. It means that you have got a guarantee as an early investor, as an early partner in the Shark Trade proposition. You're assured 100% of your contributions and your savings. So check that out on the YouTube channel. Well, that's kind of it today. We had some exciting events during the last week. Our leaders and partners in Kyrgyzstan opened a representative office. I was hoping to be able to show you the video, but which is really quite exciting and quite fun. And I was really very privileged to be part of that. Lovely people, very warm, very friendly. They've got an amazing operation down there. They're really building out a fantastic and worthy partnership program down there, investor program for their clients and their partners. So again, well done, Kyrgyzstan. Hopefully we'll have the opportunity to all meet you excuse me, personally in the very near future. I will try one more time to see if the video will load. I don't know, Martin, if you can drive the video from your side. Yes, the FDA, quite right. That's the Drug Administration, Federation of Drug Administration. Yeah, they've got nothing to do with investments. Obviously, if you were trading orange juice or pork bellies or something like that, then perhaps they play a part. But not in this case. There is, excuse me. I'm quite keen on tracking regulation. For my sins, I've worked in and on and off in regulation for a number of years. In particular, something called MiFID II, a European financial directive. It's not that the cryptocurrency markets are completely unregulated. It's just that there is no definitive de facto cross-border regulation that ties this all together. And of course, if you're doing such things as ICOs and issuing particular types of tokens, they're prohibited in lots of countries and but with regard to regulation and management of that, as I said, we approach the receipt of funds very seriously. We approach the receipt of funds and deposits by offering our insurance guarantee. There's no regulation that says we have to do that, but we feel that that's very important. As regulation rolls out, as those requirements become recognised as a necessity, we will of course be always adhering to those types of regulations and laws. So, not FDA, I'm afraid. FDA is not these types of I don't know. Any of you wonderful people out there got any questions for me? As Marty said, you can find a lot of information on our website. Lots of information on our social media channels. Really worth going over there and having a dialogue with the team, because you can ask very direct questions and you'll get what you need. We've had a tremendous response on those channels. It's a great community. I'm very proud to be a part of it. Shanghai, and I didn't sleep last night. Thank you all very much for joining us today. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties we've experienced. Thank you, Martin. Thank you as always for your support. I'm sorry we didn't get to do our two-man show today, but there'll be other opportunities, I'm sure. Thank you, everybody. There we go. That's the official opening. Sorry, I thought it was going to be the video. I know there was a video of the official opening of the conference, the office in. Sorry, guys, I've got a very fuzzy head. Yes, I just want to say, yes, I'm here in China. We're here in China, and we're here in China because we've got a business conference taking place in Shenzhou City, and we're going to be down there from the 17th to 21st of April. Really excited, looking forward to meeting the guys. I hope my cold is gone, and I'm not going to give you my spring cold when I meet you. And I'm firing on all cylinders. So yes, we're there, Crown Plaza, Shenzhou. Really excited to be hooking up with everyone, meeting everyone there personally to go through and talk through some of the things we kind of go over a little bit in these webinars, but we can go through in a lot more detail face to face. And yes, thank you. So look forward to that, and look forward to seeing you all and talking with you all again very, very soon. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday wherever you are. And do, if you haven't done so already, go and check out Shark-Trade. Have a look at it. See what you think. Have a go. Put $50 in for yourself. See the reality.